UFO experience story time. Hey guys, my name is Chris and this is called Universe, and today we're going to talk about all the times, things about 10 times that I have encounters with UFOs, UAPs. The first one was about, I want to say, 2009. I was in my parents' minivan and I was in the back of the car just staring at the clouds. All of a sudden, I see this metallic silver, I want to say a sphere, but like almost a cylinder, and just flew really fast, faster than a plane. And I remember just being shocked the first time growing up, like reading all this material and finally being able to see something. I was shocked. I think I was about, I want to say 15 at the time. So that was the first time I experienced a UFO. Second time I experienced a UFO, I think it was 5 years later. I was in this music festival in near Vancouver, and we're in the crowd. And all of a sudden I look up in the sky, and all of a sudden I see this comet just fly horizontally, and then there's like it was on fire, and somehow two parts detach. This part fades out, and the top or like the front part just goes forward. That was pretty crazy, and I don't know, a lot of people had to see that because it was a huge festival. That was the second time. Third time I saw it, I was at Coachella in California, and I remember I think it was 9, 10 o'clock at night. It was dark, and I was walking back to my campground, and then I see a group of people standing looking up at the sky and pointing. And when I look up, I swear I think there was 20 to 30 white orbs just flying, looking up. And there's a lot of people that say that the UFOs tend to gather when there's a lot of people. So in music festivals, sports events, if you look up, you're just highly likely that you're gonna see UFOs. So that was the third time. The fourth time, I was driving from Saskatchewan, Canada, to BC to go to the Sasquatch, the Shambhala Music Festival, and I was driving around 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, in the highway. There was nobody there, all pitch black, and all of a sudden I see this red dot just fly on top of me super fast. That was the first and not the only time I saw that red, orange orb. So that was the fourth time. Fifth time I saw something was that was the craziest experience. The fifth time I saw it because I was walking. That was one of the videos I made. I was walking my two dogs. That was in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, around 1, 2 o'clock in the morning in a park, and all of a sudden, in this huge park, I see this orange red orb come down from the sky vertically. I didn't freak out. I didn't have any scary moment or feeling. I let go of my two dogs. I grabbed the phone. I tried to open it up and record, but it's just not opening. It just didn't allow me to do it. And this orb, and I believe that it was me, a future self version of me in a Merkaba, coming down to activate psychic powers in me. That's why I believe now is happening. And so it hovers, and it's the size of a car, and it hovers in front of me. I want to say if it was like the height would be like a 4 or 5 story building. That's how it was, the distance from me to it. And then all of a sudden it takes briefly, and it just goes away. And then finally I'm able to open up the phone to try to record. And the only thing I get is what it looks like a plane, like flashing lights. And I see it, and so I'm like, what the fuck? I saw an orange orb. Later on in life, I learned that these orbs they can change their form. They can morph into different things, so they can blend into reality. So that was about the fifth time. Sixth time I saw another UFO. That was at in my home. I was in my hammock and I was thinking, I want to see the mothership. I remember thinking about this all of a sudden. Then I look up at the sky and I see these three white dots. And I'm like, okay, no, I have to tell someone because it cannot be just me seeing this, right? So I call up my roommate. I'm like, hey, come here. There's UFOs in my backyard. And it was clear. It was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, something like that. And it was blue skies. And he comes up and he starts looking and he sees them too. He's like, yeah, I see him. And then he says that when he was looking at them, they morphed into red somehow. And then I wasn't able to see them anymore. That was the sixth time. The seventh time, it was here in Colombia when I started coming back about 2 years, specifically in the city, Medellin. I started seeing silver orbs, and they almost look like the Sphere. So I saw them the sixth and seventh time I seen them here in Medellin. And the eighth time I was with my cousin in Bogota, and we saw this, I think it was green, at night, slowly rising above one building. And yeah, that we're like, nope, that's not a plane, that's a UFO. So those have been my experiences, and I believe a lot of them are our future selves in Merkabas checking out. The Sphere is different. That one's just like a monitored thing that this happened all over this area, that they're just monitoring humans for some reason. But do you have any stories? Share, like, and subscribe, and do for more.